The essence of Hindu philosophy is simple. Every individual is an embodied eternal Atma, being distinct from the body, including its extended attributes like race, gender, and sexual orientation. Every Atma originates from the same divine source and is therefore part of the same spiritual family, deserving the dignity of love, respect, and equal treatment. Perhaps the most famous example is that of Bhishma's, whose treatment of Amba, a princess who later became the transgender Shikhandi, ultimately led to his physical demise. The story of Bhishma and Amba, as described in the Hindu sacred epic, the Mahabharata, began when Bhishma took a vow of celibacy and renounced his right to become king of the Kuru dynasty, so his father could marry the women he loved. As a result, Bhishma's younger half brother Vichitravarya eventually inherited the throne instead. As soon as Vichitravarya came of age, Bhishma began searching for multiple potential wives for his brother to marry. It was not uncommon for the kings of ancient India to have more than one wife as they bettered the chances of perpetuating the kingdom. It just so happened that the king of Kashi had three daughters named Amba, Ambika, and Ambalika, who were ready for marriage. In a tumultuous turn of events, Bhishma arrived at their Swayamvara ceremony, fought off all their potential suitors, and took the three princesses back to Hastinapura to marry his brother Vichitravarya. The Kuru dynasty was incredibly prestigious, and so were the two younger sisters, Ambika and Ambalika. They both were delighted to wed Vichitravarya. Amba felt differently though. As she approached Bhishma, she explained how she and Shalva had been given their hearts to each other and that the Swayamvara was actually pre-arranged for his victory so that she could marry the love of her life, Shalva. After careful consideration, Bhishma arranged for Amba to be escorted to Shalva's kingdom so she could marry him instead. When Amba arrived at Shalva's palace, however, she did not get the reception she had anticipated. Shalva wanted nothing to do with her. He felt humiliated by Bhishma and as a proud warrior refused to accept charity from him. Though Amba begged and pleaded with him, he wouldn't budge. Heartbroken and eventually giving up, she returned to Hastinapura, where she explained to Bhishma what had happened with Shalva and that she now had no other choice but to marry Vichitravarya. Bhishma, however, to Amba's shock, said the option of wedding Vichitravarya was no longer possible because she had already given her heart to another. Quickly realizing she was running out of options, she then suggested Bhishma marry her. After all, it was he who caused Amba to be in the predicament by taking her. But Bhishma insisted that he could not and would not break his vow of celibacy, essentially deemed unmarriable. Amba was advised to return to her family. So instead of returning to her family home, she entered the forest and began performing severe austerities to attain the power she needed for revenge. Eventually, gaining the favor of God Shiva, she asked him to give her the ability to kill Bhishma. Granting Amba her wish, Shiva told her that in her next life she would indeed play a part in Bhishma's death. Determined to fulfill her goal as soon as possible, Amba immediately killed herself. There are multiple versions of the next part of the story. In some accounts, Amba is born as a daughter to the king Drupada, told by Shiva that she would eventually be transformed into a man. Drupada names her Shikhandi and raises her as a boy. In this version, a powerful being living in the forest does, in fact, transforms her into a man. In another account, Shikhandi is born a male but grows up transgender because Shiva gave her the ability to remember her past life. Either way, as Shiva promised, Shikhandi does get the opportunity to be the cause of Bhishma's death towards the end of the Mahabharata during the war of Kurukshetra, and the issue of his gender plays a significant role. The Kurukshetra war, which lasted for 18 days, is the climax of the Mahabharata and is centered around a struggle for power between two groups of cousins known as the Pandavas and the Kauravas. Though Bhishma knew the Pandavas were incredibly pious and that the world would be a better place with them as rulers, he was politically obligated to the Kauravas and thus felt compelled by morality to fight against the very people he preferred to fight for. Though he wanted the Pandavas to win, he knew no one would be able to defeat him in battle. The Pandavas knew this too, and so on the eve of the ninth night of the war, fighting would stop every evening and resume the next day. They approached Bhishma and asked him how they could possibly defeat him. Taking the opportunity, Bhishma revealed that as a warrior he would never, under any circumstances, fight a woman. Aware of Shikhandi's past life as Amba, the next day the Pandavas mounted an attack on Bhishma with Shikhandi leading the charge, followed closely by Arjuna, the most skilled fighter of the Pandavas. Refusing to engage Shikhandi in the battle, Bhishma became vulnerable, which allowed Arjuna to take him down with a volley of arrows. With Bhishma, the commander of the Kuru army, defeated, the Pandavas went on to win the war, and Shikhandi, whose gender was never an issue, societally speaking, became remembered as a significant character who played a major part in overcoming the Kauravas. Today, many discriminate against people like Shikhandi, including Hindus, but true Hinduism means promoting love and respect based on equality of the soul, regardless of the person's gender, race, or sexual orientation. Hinduism thus has a history that is inclusive of all types of people and the pivotal roles they had played in India's most beloved sacred stories.